Hi, you're with Chandeep at Goodly once again, and in this video I'm going to show you that how can you do some very interesting time intelligence calculations using Excel pivot tables. Now when it comes to time intelligence, people generally think that time intelligence is possible using Power Pivot or in Power BI using DAX, but it's also somewhat possible in a regular Excel pivot table. So we're going to do a lot of these growth over last year, growth over previous month YTD calculations that I've listed out right here, and let's just take a look at that. How can you achieve these using a regular Excel pivot table? So let's just jump off right to sheet number 2, which is where I have a very simple pivot table with with the dates grouped into years, month, and the sales. Let me just show you the data first. So 4 columnar data, we have the date here, customer, sales amount, and the region, and from this data I have made this pivot table. So years, months, and the sales amount right here. Now let's just say that for some reason you wanted to do a YTD calculation. I'm sure you understand what YTD is. It's just that cumulative total, running total of the months. So let's just say that I keep my sales amount once again into my value section of the pivot, and that gets repeated once again. Now I don't want to have sales amount 2 times. I'd rather have this customized as my YTD. So how do I do that? I right click on any cell. I then go on to show values as, and then I'm going to go to running total. And once I do a running total, and I'm going to say that I want the running total in the months, click on OK, and that is your YTD. Now, interestingly, you can also find a YTD percentage. That means how fast are you getting to 100%. So I drag the sales amount once again, running total percentage. Earlier we picked up running total, and this time percentage running total. Again in the months, say OK. And now what you can see is that if this is your total sales, how sooner do you get to 100% of that sale? Let's just rename that as percentage YTD. The next thing that often a lot of people do in order to analyze data is find the growth over previous month. That means that the sales of January is 161, it was down to 132, and I'd like to find out that what has been the growth or fall from the previous month, and of course the percentage of the growth and fall. So let's just do both of them. So take the sales amount once again, put it into the value section. Now I'm just going to right click and then again go to show values as, then I'm going to go to difference from, and I like to take a difference from the previous month. So the base field is month. The base item is not April. The base item is the previous item. So I'm going to say OK. So you can see here is the difference from the previous month. That means our sales were down 28,000. So if I want to find the percentage of that, sure enough, I can just drag my sales amount once again in the pivot, and then right click here, show values as difference from, but this time a percentage. I'm just going to say previous month is OK, the base field, and I'm going to say OK, and 17% is a fall or as compared to previous month. So I'm going to say growth. Now a lot of times people also want to find that, okay, what has been my growth or fall in my sales over the previous year as compared to this year. That means that if I'm looking at Jan of this year, I would like to compare it to Jan of the previous year. So how do you do previous year comparisons of the same period? So I take the sales amount and I drag it into the value section once again. I'm going to again say right click, show values as difference from, but this time the difference from, the base field is not going to be month, but the base field is going to be years, right? Since I'm comparing to the previous year. Base item is previous, say OK. Since there is no prior year to 2004, so this is blank, and we have numbers for that. Alright, the same thing can be done for the percentages. So I drag the sales amount right here, right click, show values as, again a percentage difference from, the base item is years, and the previous, say OK, and that is your growth or fall from the last year. Let's just rename this. So alright, those were the few interesting time intelligent calculations that you could do in a pivot table, a regular pivot table, using the show values as option. I'm not sure if you've tried these calculations or not. If you have, that's awesome. If you haven't, please leave me a comment as to how did you find them. Let me know if you have any questions. Please feel free to put them down in the comments. We'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you so much for watching this. Take care. Bye-bye.